This is Abraham Lincoln's famous Gettysburg Address. He delivered this speech on the battlefield at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on November 19, 1863, just 4 months after the deadliest battle in our nation's history. All told, the Union lost 23,000 soldiers and the Confederates lost nearly 28,000 men in the 3-day battle for the small hills of the Pennsylvania countryside. The majesty of this speech is its brevity. In very few words, it captures the sentiment of an entire nation and still does today, more than 150 years later. If you like famous speeches, then subscribe to this channel. Here is the Gettysburg Address. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men living and dead who struggled here have consecrated it, far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we have highly resolved that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Thank you for watching. This is D. Scott Schwartz, signing off.